They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Pass, it's Connor. Shoots it to the left. Found a seam. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Starts to scramble to the left. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Canes want to move quickly. On On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, King. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, the QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Cook. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Connor. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Connor. Quick strike complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. can't connect on his first throw.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Tempo in overdrive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Connor. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
All wideouts, no backs. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
4th and 11. They decide to go for it. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. The throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Connor. Got his man. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter. Oh, he found a space on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Quick release on the RPO. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. to throw. It's Connor. He's going to take off. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Still on his feet at the 40. Free up the gut. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
That makes the score Nevada 17, Miami 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Connor. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding you don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Wolfpack need this third and short to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
He gets out to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Connor. Working that left side now. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, and usually the 3rd time's the charm, but they were already 0 for 3 on 4th downs. They finally get one. This offense needed something like this after having so little success on 4th down. Now they finally get them one.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. To the air, it's Connor. Fakes to catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Connor. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Nevada tried to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to pass. It's Connor. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Hauls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Working that left side. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered.
Going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.